Hey everybody, so I'm Thor and these are some of my tips. Now, today we're going to be doing some construction. That does not necessarily mean that every episode of this is going to be about construction. It might be about fashion. It may be about diet or working out, facial care. The answer is you really don't need to take care of your face, fellas. You shouldn't be exfoliating. Just deal with it, all right? You got pores, just let them fill up with yuck. That just proved you did something. But we are going to be taking down this shelf guy. That guy right there is a useless shelf. Especially, it's not just useless, it's actually in the way, because this is my tool chest right here. And what you don't know is a lot of people don't realize that a tool chest, when the top part of it is closed, it's locked. Now, you have to open this up and wheel it out, and now we'll open. Because it's got this pin that drops through as a protection thing so things don't fall out all over the place. Well, that kind of screwed me up since I have limited space. This is my man cave. This is my shrine to sweat, blood, and guts and creativity. It's also where I keep all of my open blades. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this shelf out because I can. I don't have a prefabbed shelf. I have a bunch of lumber left over from another project I did. So we're just gonna do this completely from scratch and just kind of figure it out as we go. Because that's what you should be able to do as a dude. You should be able to build stuff. It's what we do, it's fun. What's great is because this is not my first house. This is my second house, and I did not build this house from scratch. But you'll see here that this lovely piece of craftsmanship that they put right there, that whole row of screws, that's gonna be your stud. And at some point, there must have been something over here because there's holes in the wall. Guess what? That's your other stud. So a lot of the work's gonna be done for us, no hunting for studs, because we're gonna take this whole thing out and we're gonna put in a whole new one. Now, many of you might be thinking, hey, I wanna do some of this stuff around the house, I wanna figure out how to do these things, but I don't have all the tools and I don't want to invest in the wrong stuff. Well, I personally, I like DeWalt. I've been doing this a long time now though, so I don't recommend brand new people don't go out and buy DeWalt. This is a $180 drill driver, and then it also comes with a drill. They're very expensive. They do have a nice case. They are very durable. They may not necessarily be your first set of tools though. For a first set of tools, go ahead and say skill. Buy a skill set of tools. They usually come in a big box. They've got multiple tools in there with it. So you get a drill, you get a flashlight, you get a sander, you get a circular saw. All of them inside there are usually working off 1 or 2 batteries. The battery on this one is a ion lithium battery, and this sucker probably costs $45 just for the battery. So I don't recommend getting this one right off the bat. Go get some skill tools. Go get something, a lower brand. Even Black & Decker would be good. Just don't go breaking the bank on your first set of tools, okay? So in this case, because as I showed you before, there was that lovely set of screws in there, makes it real easy. There was one in the top that was holding it flush to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and take that out. Nope, don't need to take it out because apparently it's just in drywall. I don't know why it's there in the first place, so it'll just fall out with the rest of it. If you are not really big and strong, I don't recommend necessarily trying to do this without a buddy to hold it for you. But that was my last screw, so this entire thing is mine now. You know, they don't show you on the do-it-yourself shows. I bet there's a mystery screw. No? No mystery screw? Ah, there's a frame screw. Alright, now I got that one out, the whole thing should come right off the wall. Pretty simple. I usually recommend getting some of your stress out on things you don't need. This sucker right here, I would have knocked it right off the wall. But then that would have also gotten me to make big holes in the wall where all those screws were. So, make sure you think things all the way through before you think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun to destroy that sucker right off the wall. Just make sure you're thinking 5 steps ahead, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess. So now you've got your clear wall, some space to build a shelf. Well, remember our end game is gonna be so that this can open all the way up with ease. So we're gonna go ahead, make a mark so that we know exactly how low we can go with this. It's gonna be just about there. Close it, and then we're gonna double down that line and spread it out the entire way. Make sure it is absolutely straight and level because it'll be important later. Might not be important later, because again, I'm building this as I go. But it is important to know your baseline. You do need to know that. Another thing you need to know is how wide is it gonna be? Well, we have to open the lid. Nobody I know who does any kind of construction ever complains that they have too many tape measures. You should nearly be buying a tape measure, I think, every time you go to the store. It should be like your go-to purchase, like it's an impulse buy. What am I buying? Oh, I don't know, a tape measure. We're gonna make this 35 inches long. Gives us just a little bit of slack between shelves, and it's gonna give us enough room to actually be able to do stuff. First and foremost, none of these tools, none of these power tools are toys. There shouldn't be kids around, there shouldn't be pets around. You should avoid distractions while they're going on. I'd rather be lucky than good any day of the week. Haha! All right. There's your shelf. Doesn't look like much like a shelf just yet, but we're gonna put it on the wall and see if it sticks. So because we didn't strip the living hell out of our screws when we took them out, we're just gonna use the ones that were already there. But we are gonna need our level. That's your shelf. All made from just pieces laying around your house. Dudes, start acting like dudes. Chicks, if you want to act like dudes, that's cool too. But you make anything out of wood, out of any of the material laying around your houses, and then you don't need to go out and spend a lot of money. That was 8 screws and 2 pieces of wood that half of it even got cut up. Maybe 1 full piece of wood. Go ahead and use it. Use your brains, use your muscles. Look, I didn't say what I was doing was manly, okay? I said I was making a shelf. Peter Venkman, both of them, Optimus Prime, Devastator, and Megatron all needed a home. And in that cabinet was not a good home for them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this little short video. We're going to have more of these coming up soon. There might be about facial care. They could be about clothing. They could be about diet and exercise. Mind you, I did used to weigh 350 pounds. I might know a little something about how to diet. Or it's anything. If you have any more questions about how to build a shelf like this on your own from just random material around your house, just hit me up on the bottom. I'll answer them as best I can. Send me pictures. But hopefully it inspires you. Don't just go to the store and buy new things. If you have a pile of wood just laying around your house from other projects, well, guess what? You may have a shelf. You may have a box. You may have a toy trunk for your kids. Who knows what you got? Could be a toolbox. Figure it out. But that's it for now. I'll hit you up on the next one.